You could have gotten Minnesota State, or you could have gotten Slippery Rock. How do you feel about the hand you were dealt with Minnesota State?
We got Minnesota State. You know, when it gets to that point, you don't control it. When they assign it, you just go get ready for it. And so that's what we choose to do. We're not by any means sitting back going, oh, why do we wanted to play the best that there is, and we feel like Minnesota State is the best that there is.
They're a team who won their last 3 playoff games by 4 points or less. How do you put a team away like that who just always finds a way to win?
Yeah, you got to put them away, and you got to keep them away. They've got a program that's been in existence for 14 some odd years. They've been stretching the same way. They've been doing things the same way ever since I was at Sioux Falls. So we're very familiar, even though we don't see them on a week-to-week basis. We're familiar with how they are and how they operate, and they're a really good team, and you can't let really good teams stick around.
Coach, they got 2 running backs who can look like they run the ball pretty well, and a dual threat quarterback. How do you contain that? How do you stop? I mean, your offense has been a bright light too, but your defense has really made the difference this year. They're going to be challenged this week?
Yeah, they're going to be challenged because you call them dual threat. I call them a third running back. Man, they do a really good job of adding a quarterback to the fit in the run game and make you account for them where you normally can play free off of that guy. And so we got to be ready to do what we've had to do the last stretch of our season all the way to now. And that's make sure we fit the run game, we stay in the fits of the run game, and then we tackle the ball.
How confident are the guys? I mean, national semifinal, this is where you guys wanted to be. I mean, you want to be in the national championship game. This is the next step in getting there. How confident are you, are they, in kind of taking this next step to get to where you want to be?
Yeah, I think we're just confident in getting the opportunity to play another football game together. We understand that the consequences of not being successful in this game is that it's over for this collective. We're not ready for that to be over, and so we want to continue to play. They've practiced and played like they want to continue to play, and so hopefully they continue to do that. I've been really proud of this group since the bye week, how they've kind of locked in on doing what it takes to be in this time that we're in right now.
Ask anything? Piggybacking off that a little bit, is there anything you're saying just to keep your guys in that tunnel vision, not looking ahead? It is so close to the title game, of course, so just to keep them focused on this week.
Yeah, just because you were, don't mean you are. And that's what we talk about a lot. You know, when you get to this point at Valdosta State, people start throwing stats and stuff out at you. And, oh, we're so close. Yeah, we're close, but we're yet so far away. We've got a 60-minute or however long it take game on Saturday. I told our guys the other day, we're going to start the game at noon. By 2:45, 3 o'clock, we're going to know. And so we need to make sure we're on the right side of knowing at the end of that. And their best is going to be required. And so we try not to look ahead. Obviously, we know that that's out there. But we got to take care of a really good football team that's coming in here, and the weather's gonna be good, so anything can happen. This won't be a blizzard, won't be a monsoon like last year. This is gonna be a really good day of football, and we got to answer the bell when the bell gets rung.
Coach, just the excitement of it though, because when you came to Valdosta State, of course they were coming off that national runner-up appearance. Year one, as we know, didn't go as planned. You guys built up last year to get to this point, but just getting this program back to the standard, back to where it needed to be. How much pride is there in that for you?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pride because football today is not like it was in 2021. Things are so much different. There's a constant rotation of rosters now. Things are just different. And so when you look back at the success that we've had in the program, we respect that, but nobody's been able to do what we're doing right now because what we're doing right now just started. And so this is kind of a new wave for us in the program on how to get to this point. And so we're excited about it. We take a lot of pride in it. We think that this group was the group that could do it. And so we got to continue to build on that and grow as we play.
Right, I did want to kind of ask about ball security because, last week y'all were able to get some turnovers and you got another team coming in here that kind of had a tendency to put the ball on the deck. They've had a bunch of fortunate bounces go their way, but just talk about what ball security this week and try to force a couple turnovers like last week.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate to be in games where when you talk about the takeaways and the turnovers, I think right now we're one of the top teams in the country at recovering fumbles. They're one of the top teams in the country at fumbling and not giving the ball up in spite of the fumble. So we got to put the ball on the floor because history says they're going to put the ball on the floor. We got to be ready for it. We got to be ready to get on the football as we have. But we got to be ready to take the ball away in every area that we can because in this playoff series, 23 of 24 teams have won when they've been on the plus side of the turnover battle. And so that just speaks volumes. Right? I'm a numbers guy, so let's just go with the numbers, right? We want to be the 24th team to be on the plus side of the turnover battle and win the game.
You talk about playing in front of your fans a lot and how much of a home field advantage it has, but can you just talk about how big of a difference it makes to not have to get on the bus and travel, especially when it's a team like Minnesota State?
Yeah, I mean, if we were going there, it'd be a blizzard. I think it's 8 degrees the other day. It's they're not even outside while they're practicing right now, and so it's a huge advantage for us. But it's only going to be a huge advantage for us if our fans show up. We're playing a national semifinal game with top four teams in the country. There's no Georgia this week. There's nothing else going on. Everybody else is done playing but Valdosta State and Minnesota State. Our fans need to be at the game. Not the message boards, not the TV. Our fans need to be at the game. And I think the tickets are cheap. And if they're not cheap, just go to the gate and tell them I sent you. And so it's one of those things where we need our people to be at the game. Our players have earned the right to have home field advantage with the fans included. And we need to cheer on third down. That's something that we need to be better at. And so everybody can be better, including our fans, and we look forward to seeing them on Saturday at 12 o'clock. And they can have a lunch at 3:30.
Perfect.